Okay, hello everyone. Hello everybody. Let's see who we have here. Hello everybody. I am joining you live from a lovely park here in Paris. I am just chilling out. I had a long day of work helping a client plan a group tour of a group of 12 people to Paris in a couple weeks, right? So I've been really busy helping her plan this trip, right? Hey, Dewan. I live in Paris. I've been living here for almost 3 years. I am originally from Detroit. I live in Paris. Again, I've been here for 3 years. But I'm helping this client plan this trip to Paris in a couple weeks, right? And so they're coming to Paris, and we're planning a trip to the Palace of Versailles, right? Planning a trip to Versailles. And there are a couple things that I was telling her that I thought that I should share with you all. 3 things to remember when you're coming to Paris. If you've got a trip planned to Paris this summer, these are a few things you should remember. Number 1, remember the French. They love French. Okay, they love the French language, and I tell clients this all the time. A lot can speak English. A lot do speak English, but a lot just don't and won't. All right. So the attitude here is that you are in France. Speak French. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it is what it is. So there are a few things that you should know, right? A few terms that you should know that will make your life easier if you are in Paris. So you should greet everyone anytime you're asking for something. I don't care if you're asking for directions, even if you go in a store. You know how when you go to Rite Aid and they say, "Welcome to Rite Aid," as soon as you cross the threshold? No, it's not like that here, okay? You are expected, when you come into a store, you are expected to say hello to them. Okay, so you need to say bonjour. Say bonjour to everybody. Before you, don't just walk up to people and be like, "I'm lost," or "I'm looking for directions." Don't do that. They're going to give you a very rude response. You are expected to say bonjour. Okay? These are the rules. Okay, I didn't make the rules. I don't even agree with the rules, but these are the rules. Thank you all for joining me. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Richard. Thank you for joining me. I'm joining you from Paris, the park in Paris. Just giving you some travel tips if you're traveling to Paris this summer. So make sure you say bonjour everywhere you go. You are going to sound American, okay? I sound American when I say it. When they say it, it sounds like a song. Bonjour. I can't do it. But just say it, okay? It goes a long way. So don't forget your home training. Bonjour. Please. S'il vous plaît, right? Thank you. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, right? Or like thank you a lot is probably the literal interpretation. When you see somebody and it's like evening, bonsoir, right? That means good evening. When you're leaving them, you can say bonsoir day, right? Like meaning like basically have a good evening. These are the polite phrases that's going to help you, right? When you're visiting Paris, know your polite words. Know your polite words. Just remember, if you walk up on somebody and you don't say bonjour, they're not going to help you. Think about when you are in the U.S. If someone asks you for directions or asks you for something, and I just walk up to you and say, "Where is the train station?" I don't say, "Excuse me." I don't say hello. I don't say nothing. Most Americans will at least say, "Excuse me," right? We will say, "Excuse me." So it is thought to be rude when you start a conversation in France without saying the polite words bonjour, bonsoir. So keep that in mind. Thank you all for joining me. Hello. Someone asked what park I'm in. I'm in a park in near Paris, 16th arrondissement. But yeah, you can't forget your home training. The French are very much about order and I guess politeness, so to speak, and they think they will consider you rude, and you will get stares, and you will get mean and dirty looks, okay? They will excuse some stuff if they think, you're an American and we just don't know, but why even go through all that, right? Thank you all for joining. Thank you for joining. So make sure you bring your home training with you, please. S'il vous plaît. Bonjour, which means hello. Thank you, merci. Okay? And I'm giving you the American pronunciations, right? I'm giving you the American pronunciations, but don't forget your home training, especially when you are, if you need something from somebody. If you got a question for somebody, you need to say bonjour or bonsoir. Like bonsoir is in the evenings, like bottom line, okay? At a minimum. All right? Goodbye is au revoir, right? So make sure you don't forget your home training. Make sure you know that these are important things. If you come into Paris, it will impact your reception. Okay, people will treat you rudely here. Are the French rude? I think they're very direct, and they don't tolerate bullshit. And they ain't down with Americans coming here doing things differently. They feel like you are in France, and so you must do as the French do. I didn't write the rules. Okay, I didn't make the rules. This is what a lot think. All right, so know that going in. Number two, if you're coming here this summer, know that if you come in August, and really even now, like most people are gone. Beginning in July is when people start taking vacations here. European vacations are a thing. Like they get like a month off, okay? If you come to Paris in August, it's going to be empty. No one is going to be here. Most of the Parisians are going somewhere else. They are going to the south of France. They're going to Italy. They're going to Portugal. They're going somewhere. They're gone, okay? They're gone. So when you come here, know that you'll be, it's plenty of Americans that will be here, but just know that some of your favorite restaurants and activities and things like that, they may be closed. They do not play with their vacation. These business owners shut down, okay? They will shut down for the whole month and tell you they're on vacation. So if you've got anywhere special that you plan to go to, just know that it might be closed, okay? Just know if you're going to your favorite restaurant, you might have short staffing because people are on vacation, all right? Again, Europeans, specifically people in France, take vacations very seriously. Americans, I'm generalizing here, for the most part, we take 5 days off at a time, right? We're not going nowhere for a whole month, for the most part, right? Because we're worried about our jobs, we're worried about all kind of stuff. Europeans, people who work in Europe, right? People who work for companies in Europe, let me say it that way. Here if you have a professional job, you're getting like a month to 6 to 7 weeks off per year. So people already know, they already go into it they're knowing they're going to take August off, okay? And when I tell you they don't work, they don't do anything. They don't check emails, they don't do anything. You will not get anything out of them. So know that going in. Manage your expectations if you're coming here during August. Like I said, lines may be long. Thank you all for joining me. Lines may be long, right? You may be in line for a long time. You may not be able to get your waiter, or your waitress, or your wait staff, okay? Thank you for liking the live, Earthly Taurus. Hey there. Thank you so much. Make sure you do like Earthly Taurus and like the live. Tap on the screen. Tap, 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 tap. Tap on the screen. But yeah, this is a different culture. Also, speaking of wait staff, culturally, tipping here is not a thing necessarily, okay? Does it mean you can leave a small tip of like suggested 1 to 2 euros per person? Yes. Do you have to leave the mandatory, the obligatory 15% that you would leave in the U.S.? Are you going to get your gratuity? Is it going to be added to your bill automatically, mandatory? No. Okay. One of the things is if you leave 1 or 2 euros per person, this is like at a, casual dining. This is not fine dining, but let's say you leave 1 or 2 euros. They're going to appreciate that. All right. They're going to appreciate that. You do not have to leave the gratuity. Why? Because they pay living wages here. Okay? Living wages are paid here. They do not have to rely on your tips. They do not have to rely on your tips to eat or to pay their bills. They're getting paid very well. Thank you. They're getting paid very well. So, it's great if you do leave, again, a tip of suggested is often 1 to 2 euros per person. Okay? If you leave that, they will be happy. And Earthly Taurus is, confirming it's the same in Germany. I feel like much of Europe, because they pay their wait staff livable wages. They don't have to rely on tips. Did you know that tipping is based in enslavement in the U.S.? It is based in enslavement. It is based in slavery of people who look like me. So it's very different when you go to Europe and other countries. Same with here. There is no mandatory tipping. They don't do it, okay? Now will they treat you better if you tip? Absolutely. I mean, we're humans, right? We're all humans. If you throw me, if I wasn't expecting anything and you throw me some money, of course I'm gonna make sure you're good. I'm gonna make sure you're good. I'm just telling you that if you come here as an American, right, you do not have to that 15 to 20% is not expected here. It's not expected. What else? Those are the 3 tips I meant to give you. Any questions? Any questions about traveling here to Paris? Who's coming to Paris this summer? I hope clients travel and move abroad. All right. If you're looking to move abroad, come on through. I moved to France in 2022. I've been here almost 3 years, right? And I also host group tours. You need a travel companion to Paris? Come on through. Earthly Taurus, thank you for that question. What are the winter months like? Oh, they're great. I'm coming from Atlanta, where the winters are mild and we still have sunshine. Listen, you will get a case of the depression here in Paris because it's always raining. We don't get a lot of snow, but we get a lot of rain, and it's always gray. You have to be ready for whatever. That brings up another important point. If you're coming to Paris this summer, you got to be careful because especially if it's hot. There is no AC in most places. Most places don't have air conditioning or central air. Your Airbnb might not have central air. Probably won't have it. There is no might. There's a good chance it won't. Okay? So no need of complaining and saying, oh, there's no air, because most of the time you need to open the window. You need to turn on the fan. There aren't even ceiling fans, okay? Oh, you're a DC girl or Earthly Taurus. Yeah, winters are wild there. Y'all get some really weird, funky weather. Like, it's really funky. Like, it's funky. It's cold too. Like, what's really going on? I'm a Detroit girl, so I'm used to some winters, okay? But now I'm used to Atlanta winters, right? I was in Atlanta for 16 years. So I'm desensitized to cold, right? Like, I had to get adjusted to here. I'm like, oh my God. Because it does get cold here. It gets cold. It gets bitterly cold. It's a lot of, it gets like a bone chilling cold. It's a wet cold. It's a wet cold. Indeed, Earthly Taurus is saying you have to dress for all seasons. You have to be ready for whatever. You need to have your fan, maybe even a light sweater, depending on if it's the summertime, because you never know. Literally last week, it went from 100 degrees to like in the 50s in a matter of a week, in a matter of a few days, honestly. So you got to be ready. You got to be ready, okay? Because you just never know. Another tip I will give you, if you are coming to Paris, be ready for the bathroom is a challenge, okay? There are not public restrooms like they are in the U.S. I know in the U.S., I'm 50, okay? So I got to map my bathroom routes out, okay? I got to know where I need to go to the bathroom, okay? You can't do that here. In the U.S., hello? Oh, no. Desiree. In the U.S., I know that I can at least go to Kroger, I can go to Starbucks, the places I can go to the bathroom, okay? I knew the places, but here, you can go to a bar, okay? If you go in the metro, they're gonna charge you €1. Paris is underwhelming. Yeah, they do, but listen, it's a charm. They do believe that you are right. They believe they are that girl from the 1700s. That would be appropriate. They do believe it. They believe they are that girl. Oh my God. Yes, they do. They believe they are that colonial power from the 1700s. Absolutely. Absolutely. Earthly Taurus, 95 last week. It was hot all over Europe. It was steaming. Charm, you know what? You just have to. I feel like for Paris, you got to know where to go. You got to know where to go. Every time I've been here, I've been accompanied by people who have told me where to go and have accompanied me to where to go. Okay. I started coming here in 2017. Listen, I began. Yeah, I was with people who were gonna show me where to go. Show me, and they did. They showed me the places to go and the things to do. Right? Absolutely. You got to hang with the right people. Like the Senegalese people, they gonna show you where to go. Okay, they gonna show you where to go for sure. And they gonna look very nice doing it. Okay, because they know how to dress. Okay. Also, people from the Congo, dandy style, right? They gonna look very, very good. The men gonna look very good. Okay. So, yeah, you gotta know where to party, know where to go. You gotta hang out again with with Africans, because they will know where to take you. The Paris you see in the magazines and stuff is very usually a whitewashed version of Paris. Okay, if you look at those, you would think that there were no black people here. There are plenty of black people here. There are plenty of. France has colonized how many countries in Africa? So many. There's a lot of black people here, but they aren't everywhere. All right, thanks, Earthy Taurus. Enjoy your evening. Thank you so much. Thank you for adding to the live and the conversation. Thank you so much. But yeah, Sherm, you just got to know where to go. You got to go to the 18th arrondissement, right? Where the black people are. Chateau Rouge, right? You got to hit up the places with the black people. But no, it really is true. When you look at the advertising, when I look at the Eiffel Tower, when I look at the Arc de Triomphe, when I look at all the tourist stuff, it doesn't usually reflect people who look like me. But when I tell you, I'm going to do some vibes of just going into the 18th arrondissement, you will see the amount of black people who are here. There's a lot of us, okay? There's a whole lot of us. Thank you for liking the live, Sherm. I appreciate that. Thank you. Make sure you guys be like Sherm, double tap, single, double, triple tap on the live. Let's see, any other questions? Thank you all for joining me. Thank you so much. Make sure you like the live, follow the channel, right? I'm just a Paris-based creator. I'm a small TikTok creator trying to grow my channel. I talk about Paris-based content. I talk about my life here in Paris. I talk a little bit about politics, pop culture, comedy. I talk about stuff that will impact my life as a traveler. So on this channel, you'll see a lot of stuff. You'll see me enjoying my life, right? You'll see me enjoying my life. You'll see me having a good time, doing all the things. I want people who look like me to come here and visit here. We deserve it. We deserve it. They will listen. You will get treated very special here. You have to experience it for yourself. As a woman, as a black woman, like I say, listen. Why do you think I came here in 2017 and kept coming back? Because I was treated very specially here. I was treated very special, not specially, very special here. There is a such thing as American privilege, definitely, and there is also a such thing as Black American privilege. Believe it or not, there is a such thing as Black American privilege. It isn't until you go other places. We get dog walked in the U.S. so much that when you go other places, you see that the culture is imitated around the world. I've gone to other places. I've gone to like 30 plus countries. I will never forget. First time I came here, like people walked up to me singing Tupac. I went to Cuba, same thing. Like Biggie, they were rapping Biggie. Like, yeah. It is until you go other places and you see how Black American culture is celebrated around the world. Celebrated, copied, all of that, right? Imitation is the biggest form of flattery, but baby, let me tell you something. Where would we be if it were not for black people in America, right? Where would we be? Where would we be? Where would we be? But no, thank you, 65 and Satisfied. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I'm here in lovely Paris. I am joining you from a park in Paris. Just wanted to do this live really quick to give you those tips. If you are traveling to Paris, if you're coming to Paris, are you coming to Paris? Click on the link in my bio. Click on the link I offer. customized itineraries for those planning Paris trips. I offer Versailles tours. I offer basically your travel companion. Do you need help coming from the airport? Because baby, CDG, Charles de Gaulle Airport is a mess. It's insane. It's crazy. Most people, if this is your first time here, you're going to get lost. All right? Do you need help going from the airport to your hotel? I got you. Right? I got you. We'll get you checked in. Do you need help navigating the metro here in Paris? It's how I recommend clients travel if you're not going to do ride share, right? If you're not going to do Uber, or there is no Lyft. There's Uber here. There's a company called Bolt. There's a company called Hesh. Some of these apps, though, will not allow you to download them unless you are here in this country. Bolt is a really good one. I like Bolt a lot. It will translate your instructions to the person, your driver. It will translate them in French, from English into French. So you don't even have to, you can just, if you're trying to text them, tell them where you are or whatever the case may be, you can easily text. Hey, James Bond, thank you for joining. Hey, basketball lady, thank you for joining. But these are these little tips that you guys need to know, right? The little things that no one really tells you are the things that I help clients with. So my client that's going to the Versailles tour, like, it was very challenging for them to buy the tickets because the website is not easy. And the website, the part that tells you is not really clear, like which ticket you should get. So I had to help her with that. I had to, and she, she's kind of helping to organize the trip, right? So not organize the trip, but she is the person, kind of like the point person for the group of 12. I'll say that. So it's like, it is difficult because we're literally on the site, and parts of the site will not translate from French to English. It is not easy. Do you know which train to get on, right? Do you know if you're going to Versailles? Do you know the route once you get off the train? Unless you're taking like an Uber, you're gonna have to walk a little bit. Do you know which route to go, right? Do you know that when is the best time to go to Versailles so that you don't have crazy crowds? Do you know the weekend is the worst time to go? The worst, absolute worst time. The absolute worst time. So these are little tips. If you're planning a trip to Paris, make sure you click on the link in the caption, in the bio rather. Click on the link in my bio. Schedule My Paris Travel Companion call, whether you need help planning your itinerary for Paris. Because what most Americans try to do is, you're only here for 3 days anyway, and you're trying to pack in everything. You're trying to see all the things. You're trying to go to the Louvre, Arc de Triomphe. You're trying to go to a river cruise all in 3 days. You need to space some things out. You're trying to go to, do all the things and see all the things. But you need a little bit of time. You're trying to go to the Eiffel Tower. You're trying to pack everything in. I have had folks, clients or whatever, literally say like, I'm here for a long extended break. I'm here for 8 hours or 5 hours. Like, what can I do anything? If you're here, I'm going to say if you need at least 6 hours. If you've got a 6-hour layover, okay. Other than that, I don't know. Even 6 hours is going to be cutting it. You really need a little bit longer, to be honest with you, because you don't want to miss your flight. You do not want to miss your flight, but you need at least, I would recommend at least 8, because there are a few things you can do really quickly. You can do a drive-by by the Eiffel Tower. Now, you probably won't be able to go to the Louvre, right? You can do a quick shopping tour, and I emphasize quick. Champs-Élysées, right? The Rodeo Drive of Paris, as I like to call it. All the stores, Gucci, right? Yves Saint Laurent, Chanel, all the major brands, Burberry, all the brands are there. Dior, they're all there. They're all in one spot. So if you just had to come in and out, I would recommend that. I would recommend maybe if you had to do a quick trip, I would recommend coming to the Dior Cafe here in Paris. again, along Champs-Elysees. Get the star pastry. It's beautiful. Cup of coffee. Take your photos. Be careful with the photos. You can take the photos in the cafe, but like taking photos of the actual merchandise, and that's not quite allowed. Security will stop you. And there are basically, doormen and the men in the black suits and white shirts or whatever, and the ties, the stuff, suit and tie. But you can take photos at the cafe area. But of actual merchandise and you're doing like full-on videos, it's going to be very difficult because they are going to stop you. Just know they're going in. Know they're going in. But yeah, there are so many things you can do. If you got at least like a half of a day, okay, you can do some things. You can do some things. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for those who are joining me. Make sure you tap on your screen and like the live. Make sure you like the live. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap on your phone to like the live. But yeah, there are so many things you can do here in Paris. It depends on what you want to do. There are certain restaurants that I recommend and certain ones that I don't recommend. Certain ones that I will tell you that food is not good. You do not want that to eat that chicken, right? There are certain restaurants even that offering certain specialties like American food, right? Certain ones like, nah, this fried chicken is not, it's not it. Other ones, this right here is good, right? You gotta know where to go. You have to know where to go because you will be spending a lot of money on some food that looks very pretty but tastes horrible, right? Tastes horrible. Hey, pigweed. You gotta know where to go. Listen, I know where to get the good food, okay? I know where the eats are. I can tell you where the eats are. I can tell you where the good stuff is. And then the other thing you have to do is, again, if you're coming here, like I said earlier, if you're coming here in August, a lot of stuff will be closed. Stuff will be, they shut down. Restaurants, bakeries, all of those things, boulangerie, they shut down. If there's anywhere you desperately want to go, you need to be careful when you're coming in August. Also, if you're coming in August, just pack your patience because it's going to be a ton of Americans everywhere on summer vacation. The French are all going to be gone, right? People are going to be on vacation. Your favorite tourist spot is going to be crowded as hell, probably with staffing that's not adequate, right? It happens this way every summer. Every August, this is what happens. So pack your travel patience if you're coming to Paris. You have to manage your expectations, right? That's what I tell clients. Manage your expectations because this is nothing like America. It's nothing like America, right? Certain things the French don't care about, okay? All of the convenient stuff that you get back home, I do miss it sometimes. But the drive-up windows or drive-through windows, no, they don't do that here. Absolutely not. They believe in savoring your meals. They believe that a meal should be savored and enjoyed. If you go to a French restaurant and they believe that a meal should be savored and enjoyed. If you go to a French restaurant and like a doggy bag, they look at you crazy because they're like, why did you not finish your food? Why did you not eat your food? That's how they look at you. They look at you like you did something, like they're like, was the food not good? Also, the portions are going to be very small, very small. You want to look at your food and go, where is the rest of it? Because the portions are nowhere near American sizing, okay? Nowhere near it. Nowhere near American sizing. They're going to give you enough food for you to eat, but you taking like a to-go, nah, it's not happening. They're going to give you enough food for the meal, and that's it. Not anything more. Remember, portion sizes are much, much smaller. Much smaller. When I buy stuff here, sometimes I still have to pinch myself. I bought some popsicles last week, and I literally was like, where are the rest of them? Because I sometimes I just forget. Like, I'm like, they don't do certain things. Thank you all for joining me. It is very different here as a culture. It's very different. But I want you to be happy when you schedule your trip to Paris. I want you to manage your expectations. You're going to be good. Again, make sure you know the polite words. Bonjour. Hello, right? Before you ask anybody anything, the key word is bonjour. or you might get a rude reception. Thank you, which is merci, right? Merci. And I'm giving you the American English pronunciation, right? Merci beaucoup means like thank you very much or thank you a lot, whatever. When you say bye-bye, au revoir. When you go to a store, they are not expected to speak to you. You are expected to speak to them. If you go in a lot of these boutiques and don't say anything, they will treat you very rude. I had to figure that one out because I was like, what's going on here? I didn't know it when I first moved here years ago. I didn't know it. I did not know. Like I assumed, in the U.S., like I said, you go to Rite Aid, you go to Forever 21 or wherever store you're going to, CVS, they are just, welcome to CVS, welcome to CVS. No, they don't do that here. They do not. I promise you they don't do that here. You are expected to speak to them, right? Also tipping. Tipping it's not a cultural practice here, okay? 1 to 2 euros per person for a fine dining, not fine dining, like a, sit down meal is fine. 1 to 2 euros. Now I'm not talking about fine dining, but even with fine dining, the waiters and the wait staff they're paid a livable wage. Okay? It is not like the U.S. You leave 1 to 2 euros per person. Let's say you go to a French restaurant, 1 to 2 euros per person is fine. They will treat you, they will be happy to get that, honestly. I recommend that you do tip because you'll get better service. Don't let anybody pressure you though. Okay, I did have a client that said that the restaurant, she was staying in a place maybe like 20 minutes from me, not far from the Eiffel Tower, and she was like, the hotel restaurant, the guy was like asking her was she going to leave a tip, and I was like, oh no, baby, oh no, that's inappropriate, because he knew you're American and he's trying to line his pockets. They don't do that here. And I told her, I was like, don't give him anything. He is trying to pressure you. They know better. They know what they know is Americans will tip. See, I don't like people who are greedy, right? I had another client that came into town and she said, yeah, she's been tipping 15 to 20%, and she was like, it's fine. And I get it. She's like, I got it. I can afford it. That's fine. But don't sit up here and try to run my pockets now. Let me give it. Don't try to run my pockets. Please don't. Not for euros. Don't do it. So yes, very different when you're coming to Paris. For those of you who are interested in coming to Paris, let me get off of here. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. If you're looking to book a Paris trip, click on the link in the bio. I offer move abroad and solo trip planning, right? If you're looking to move abroad, click on the link in the bio. If you're looking to come to Paris and you want a Paris travel companion to help you, you want someone to accompany you, like my client who's going to the Palace of Versailles. I'm accompanying a group tour, helping them to navigate Paris, right? Some members of her group have never been to Paris. So if you need that service, click on the link in the bio, schedule a service. Thank you all so much. Let me get ready to run. It's kind of late. I need to get ready to go make dinner. I'm getting ready to go out in a little bit. I think I'm going to meet some friends tonight, right? Thank you again so much. Enjoy your afternoon, your evening, or wherever you are. Maybe it's morning for some of you, I don't know. Enjoy your day, and we will talk again. Thank you so much, you all. Have a good one.